Dear God, we come to you today seeking your guidance and strength. Many of us feel lost, stuck in a rut. We long for a change. Please light our way. Grant us the courage to step out of our comfort zone. Help us trust in your plan for our lives. We know that with you all things are possible. Amen. Lucia felt stuck. She had a good job, but it wasn't her passion. Every Sunday night, a feeling of dread would wash over her. Monday morning could never come soon enough. She knew life shouldn't be this way. Work should be rewarding. It should be an expression of her talents. Deep down, Lucia knew she was meant for something more. During a particularly challenging week, Lucia felt overwhelmed with the responsibilities of work and personal life. The pressures were mounting, and she needed a moment to breathe and reflect. Lucia decided to take a walk in the park during her lunch break. The park had always been a place of refuge for her, a space where she could reconnect with nature and find some peace amidst chaos. She needed fresh air. She needed to clear her head. Walking among the trees, she felt the gentle breeze on her face and heard the birds singing, which brought some immediate relief. As she sat on a bench, she noticed an elderly woman on a nearby bench. The woman seemed tranquil, as if she were at peace with the world around her. The woman smiled at Lucia, and they struck up a conversation. The conversation started casually, but quickly delved into more meaningful topics. The woman shared that she too had felt lost, especially during times of great change in her life. She spoke about the challenges she had faced and how she found the strength to overcome them. But through prayer and self-reflection, she found her purpose. She explained that meditation and connecting with nature were fundamental to her process of healing and self-discovery. This encounter left a deep impression on Lucia. The woman's words resonated with her heart, and she felt a newfound hope and determination to face her own challenges. Lucia realized that sometimes the answers we seek can be found in the most unexpected conversations and in moments of quiet contemplation. Inspired by the woman in the park, Lucia decided to take action. She started praying for clarity. She wanted to know what her mission was. She also began to reflect on her skills and interests. What truly brought her joy? She started writing in a journal every morning. She wrote about her dreams and aspirations and explored different career options. Slowly, a path began to emerge. Lucia knew that just dreaming wasn't enough. She always had big dreams and aspirations, but she realized that without a concrete plan, those dreams would remain just distant wishes. She needed a plan. She needed to break down her goals into smaller, actionable steps. Lucia started writing down all her goals and creating detailed to-do lists. Each small achievement brought her closer to her ultimate goal. She started researching online courses, looking for ones that could provide her with the skills and knowledge she needed to achieve her objectives. She spent hours studying and dedicating herself to learning new things. She reached out to people in her network, seeking guidance and advice from mentors and colleagues. She knew that the support and experience of others could be invaluable on her journey. She created a vision board with images that inspired her. This board served as a constant reminder of her goals and motivated her to keep going even on the toughest days. She committed to working towards her goal every day, establishing a routine that included time dedicated solely to her goals. Each completed task was a step closer to success. Even if it was just for 30 minutes, she knew consistency was key, and that even small daily efforts could lead to big results over time. With determination and a well-structured plan, Lucia was on the right track to turn her dreams into reality. Lucia's journey was not without its challenges. From the outset, she knew the path would be arduous and full of obstacles. Each step she took in the dense forest represented a difficult decision she had to make. Climbing the steep hill symbolized the barriers she faced in her personal and professional life. And as she gazed at the vast landscape, she reflected on the uncertain future that awaited her. There were days when she doubted herself, felt overwhelmed. The piles of papers on her desk seemed like insurmountable mountains. She wondered if she was on the right path, if her choices would lead her to success or failure. In moments of solitude, she found herself lost in thought, trying to find a way out of her dilemmas. There were times when she wanted to give up and go back to her comfortable yet unfulfilling job. The old office building represented the security of a steady paycheck, but also the monotony and lack of purpose. The big city with its imposing skyline made her question if she was ready to face the unknown. Sitting on the park bench, she pondered her choices and what really mattered to her. But then she would remember the woman in the park, remember her prayers, and how those words of faith and hope inspired her. The image of the elderly hands holding the rosary was a reminder that perseverance and faith were essential in her journey. The woman, with her serenity and wisdom, was an example of resilience that Lucia aspired to follow. She remembered the feeling of excitement she felt when she imagined the life of her dreams. She closed her eyes and saw herself on top of a hill, arms wide open, ready to embrace the world. She wrote in her journal with a smile on her face, visualizing every detail of her ideal future. These moments of inspiration were the fuel that kept her going. She took a deep breath and moved on. Each deep breath was a rebirth, a renewal of her determination. She walked with confidence, knowing that each step brought her closer to her goals. And when she ran, she felt the strength of her determination, the certainty that despite the challenges, she was on the right path to achieving her dreams. Throughout her journey, Lucia's faith played a pivotal role. She knew she wasn't alone in her struggles. She found comfort in prayer and sought guidance and inspiration from the scriptures. One verse in particular became her mantra. "I can do all this through him who gives me strength," Philippians 4:13. This verse reminded her that with God, all things are possible. After months of hard work and dedication, Lucia finally took a leap of faith. She quit her job and started her own business. It wasn't easy at first, but she was determined to make it work. She poured her heart and soul into her work and used her newfound skills to help others. She was finally living her purpose. Lucia's story is a testament to the power of faith and action. It shows us that it's never too late to pursue our dreams. When we combine faith with hard work, dedication, and a willingness to step outside our comfort zone, amazing things can happen. Remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. What step will you take today to get closer to your dreams?